For our final project, we elected to meet with We Are Yoga and do an in-house training. We Are Yoga is a small yoga studio located in Sugar House. They are currently undergoing a great deal of change, and we thought that the best way to help them would be to give a training, hopefully conveying the transfer of learning. What we looked at doing is we noticed through several meetings with the client that they needed help in revenue generation, changing from one brand to another, and increasing their profit margins through subleasing areas of their current location. What is to follow are portions of our learning training with the business owner. Keep in mind that prior to this training, we gave our client homework and met with her several times to uncover her needs. We think that you will understand the new brand of the business and the design to give a real tangible feel of your yoga studio's new identity. We really salute you for going through this change and changing it from the Shiva Center to the We Are Yoga movement.
Thank you.
So we think that you'll be able to also identify several options of additional revenue, resulting in at least 5% increase in those revenues by the second quarter. So we also think that you'll be able to increase your net profit margin by following profitable options in subleasing the existing service and space, your front desk area there, which we think will give you a yearly increase of $11,000 a year by way of rental income. And then also we'll lay out a plan of, if necessary, what you could do to sublease this space to a medical professional, which would drop your rental payments by over 40%. And then We Are Yoga, your new brand, embraces all members of the community, their existing religious beliefs, or what they want to be learning. It also is a place where master students and new people to yoga can correlate and also go through training practices alike. And then also these are yoga practices that will make you sweat. No longer is it just the mental aspect of yoga, but getting back to the physical, getting people moving, helping people see the results physically that they want to see.
And just as a reminder, Facebook, it's good to post every other day. Any day of the week gets the most views.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's really good.
Yeah, those are some really good takeaways for social media.
Alright, so we put together some slides here next to help you increase business during daytime hours. As we took away from our last meeting, that was something that could stand to have some improvement. So I have first the idea here of promoting some sort of pass to college students. There are 3 universities here locally that we could pull from. University of Utah and Westminster are close, and then Salt Lake Community College is another option here in the Valley. So there were 2 ideas that we put together. So the first was they could get a monthly pass at a discounted rate by showing their student ID card.
Love it.
The second option was just creating a second pass that was just geared towards students, and it was just sold at a lesser rate.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of managing if you want one pass that you give a discount on, or if you want 2 separate passes. But there is a large student base around here. In fact, even just around the corner, I can attest to that. And there are a lot of college-age kids here that could be target customers for you.
As far as the promotions, there are 2 different purposes. The first would be to get those people that were scared away with the different culture that Shiva Center brought with it. Bring those people back, and there are specific things we'd like to see you do in order to reach out to them, and then separate things from that to attract new people. So probably the most efficient way to be able to reach out to the people that have left because of that culture change would be to use that email list that you mentioned that you have, and be able to touch base very personally with them and offer them promotions. There are a couple of ideas here, as far as, and you can get creative with this. This is where, your business knowledge of what the yoga world is like, you can say, I think if we offer this to them, maybe a month free if they purchase a year pass, or, whatever you guys feel like would be good.
Love it.
The key here is to get bodies in the door.
I actually had a personal experience in this. when I was first, a little bit, my freshman year of college, is doing meat boxes. You know, going around to different businesses. I don't know if you've ever gone, like, Subway's a big one that allows these boxes to be put into them.
Okay.
You know, but they're, like, Gold's Gym is the one that I work for, you know, they're big about enter, win, free, you know, gym membership.
Okay.
And as we talked a little bit before about these yoga classes, enter, win, free, you know, yoga class. Now, you personally probably don't have the time to do this. So you want to hire somebody else as their job, you know, part-time to go and be your lead box person. So what their job would be is to go around to just different businesses that are similar, talk to the owner and manager. Usually what is offered is for placing the box in, you know, they do get a free pass, you know, discounted pass, you know, whatever, to come here for classes, and they have this there.
Leasing is also an option for you to increase profits. It's something that mixes revenue generation as well as decrease costs, okay? You have a pretty large area, I think it's 5,500 square feet. It seems like you use it all to some degree, but there are some options that you might be able to use it more effectively. In the front, you have a space where you have some merchandising, and I believe you also pay the wages of the person up front. That's an area that you can think about subleasing. You could bring in a different company to come in. That company would be responsible for the product, so it cuts your costs as far as having to purchase product. Cuts the cost of having to pay the wage of whoever's working up front. And automatically it also generates revenue for you because they will start paying for that portion of space that they're taking from you. So that would be a sublease for them. It would automatically start bringing in extra money for you. And you would be able to put the responsibility of that area into them. We estimate that it would be about $11,000 in annual income.
You know, that was so cool. Okay.
And then the other option is obviously the subleasing. This would be more of a major option. It would be leasing about 2,000 of your square feet. The pro would be your net profit increases from day one, because you're going to get that huge chunk of money from your sublease, from the new tenants that move in. Obviously the con is you're going to lose some space, so it depends upon how effective you utilize the space that you'd be subleasing. And you'd be cut off from any potential growth that you might have. So if the classes get too big, you're filling your areas, you just went from 3 studios down to 2. Can you fit any more in there? Or, you know, how will you grow from there or be able to fill? Or will you just be able to arrange different times and work around that? Those are options that you'd have to work out. I did a layout, not to scale, but it gives you an idea of what your current operation looks like, and then what the proposal would look like. Obviously it would bring a wall straight down the hallway and you lose the end of it where your office and massage area as well as the studio. But it would cut you off completely from that area so that you still have all your privacy and everything still together, to give you an idea of what it would or could look like. And obviously you still have the entrance where you're doing the greetings and your merchandising for the other profitability. We do that for us to give you the options and information necessary to change your logo and have the aspects of rebranding done by April 1st. As far as the revenue changing, give you the goal of having 2 Groupons or mailers sent out next quarter, and send the email invites to the people to bring them back who have come. As far as the subleasing goes, have the goal of finding a retail tenant to occupy this existing space by April 1st, and give you several months to make that decision, but have a firm decision by November 1st, so that you can have new occupancy by December 31st.
So doable.
So my name is Jamie Larson, and I am the owner and director of We Are Yoga in Salt Lake City, Utah. And what I got from Business Minds, I think number one, just how many possibilities there are in business and growing a business. Just fresh ideas that I hadn't actually considered. I also loved having very specifics as far as deadlines, what to expect, the possibilities of growing a business through leasing out space, or other possibilities for growing the business not leasing space, and kind of to hold myself to an accountability with that. So I leave with a fresh perspective, some excitement, enthusiasm, and then also the let's get it, let's get it done, let's grow the business.